Imagine yourself walking through a world where each step reveals a scenario so surreal that it seems straight out of a fiction film. On a planet full of mysteries and hidden beauties, there are places that defy our understanding, places where reality mixes with the fantastic, creating experiences that few have the privilege of exploring. But what would you do if you could, for a moment, escape the monotony of everyday life and discover these hidden treasures? Perhaps, when exploring curiosities about countries that hold these wonders, you will find yourself inspired to experience something beyond the ordinary. In this channel, Exploring the Nations, you will not only travel through these magical lands, but you will also learn to see the world with new eyes, awakening your curiosity to explore every corner of this incredible planet. If you are ready to challenge the ordinary and delve into the extraordinary, then continue with us on this journey. In the farthest reaches of our planet, there are places that seem to defy the laws of nature and the human imagination itself. The Bogdanovich Glacier in the mountains of Almaty, Kazakhstan, is one of those corners that, at first glance, transports us to a world of ice and mystery. Imposing and lonely, these mountains shelter the glacier like a well-kept secret, a place where time seems frozen, literally. But, while its icy beauty enchants, the dangers hidden in this inhospitable terrain require respect and caution. The avalanches that whisper in the winter nights and the ice caves that shine like fragile jewels, ready to collapse at any moment, make this place a real test for adventurers. It's a silent reminder that when exploring the curiosities of remote countries, we are always at the mercy of nature's grandeur and power. In the icy heights of Kazakhstan, the Bogdanovich Glacier rests like a rare jewel, hidden among the mountains of Almaty. This place is not just a visual spectacle, but a natural challenge that few dare to face. Imagine traversing narrow trails covered in powdery snow, feeling the razor-sharp cold air, while avalanches whisper invisible threats in the distance. The cave that the glacier hides is a masterpiece sculpted by time, where the turquoise ice and rocks seem to merge in an eternal dance. However, its beauty is treacherous, with breakdowns that can occur without warning, making each step a true test of courage. Exploring this remote corner of the world is more than an adventure. It's a journey into the heart of our planet's wildest, most untamed selves, and in doing so, we realize that curiosity about distant countries leads us to discover not only new places, but also new parts of ourselves. Mount Hua in China is a breathtaking challenge, both for its beauty and for the risks it imposes on its visitors. With its vertical rock walls and narrow walkways, this mountain is a true sanctuary of resilience for the bravest. Each step carved into the stone, each chain that serves as support, seems to remind us of the fragility of life in the face of the grandeur of nature. For centuries, pilgrims and adventurers have taken risks on its steep trails, driven by a mix of faith and curiosity. And anyone who dares to walk the famous Camino de Tabuas, a narrow wooden trail hanging from the slopes, knows that they are just a few centimeters from the abyss. But it is this proximity to danger that makes the experience even more transformative. By exploring the curiosities of countries like China, we discover that the true journey is not just physical, but also spiritual, where each step takes us closer to understanding what it means to live fully. In the heart of China, Jianmen Mountain National Forest Park is a place where nature meets spirituality, creating a unique experience for those who venture along its trails. The road with 99 curves, which winds towards the top of the mountain, is more than just a path, is a metaphor for the journey of life, full of unexpected turns and challenges that take us to unimaginable heights. At the end of this winding road, the gate of heaven awaits visitors, requiring them to climb 999 steps to reach it. This natural portal is seen as a gateway to the divine, and many believe that every step towards it is a step towards enlightenment. The number 9, associated with the emperor and the heavenly sun in Chinese culture, makes this climb even more significant. Exploring the curiosities of countries like China makes us realize how culture and nature can intertwine, creating places that not only delight the eye, but also uplift the soul. Deep in Siberia, Lake Baikal stretches out like a crystalline blue expanse, where the intense cold carves out wonders that seem straight out of an icy fairy tale. This is the deepest lake in the world, a true natural treasure with a history dating back millions of years. During winter, Baikal transforms into a visual symphony of whites and blues, with methane bubbles trapped in the ice creating patterns that look like works of art. And when temperatures drop even further, ice stalactites form crystalline palaces, reflecting sunlight in celestial hues. Nature here is not just a backdrop, she is an artist, shaping the environment in a unique and always surprising way. When exploring the curiosities of countries like Russia, we come across places where beauty and severity go hand in hand, reminding us of the majestic and relentless power of the earth. In the turquoise waters of Mauritius, there is a phenomenon that challenges our senses: underwater waterfalls. At first glance, it appears as if the ocean is cascading into the depths, an optical illusion that delights and confuses. In reality, it is the continental shelf that falls abruptly, and the movement of sediments creates this incredible sight. It's as if nature decided to play with our perception, transforming a simple encounter between sea and land into a moving work of art. This spectacle makes us question what is real and what is illusion, leading us to realize that, when exploring the curiosities of distant countries, we often find more than we expected. And it's this kind of discovery that makes every trip worth it, every new journey into the unknown. In the heart of Vietnam, Phong Nha Ke Bang National Park is home to some of the oldest and most impressive caves in the world. Imagine passing through a portal that leads to an underground universe where stalactites and stalagmites stand like guardians of ancient secrets. Among these caves, Phong Nha stands out for its winding corridors and underground rivers that seem to lead to the center of the earth. The darkness is broken only by the light of lanterns, revealing rock formations that resemble fantasy scenes. And if that wasn't enough, the recently discovered Sun Dung Cave is so vast that it houses its own ecosystem, with jungles and rivers running within its boundaries. This place is a living testimony to the patient and transformative power of nature, which, over millions of years, sculpts landscapes that seem to belong to another world. Exploring the curiosities of countries like Vietnam, especially places as old as Phong Nha Ke Bang, is like traveling back in time, returning to eras when the earth still shaped its shapes. The feeling of walking through these caves is that of being a small visitor in a vast natural temple, where every stone, every drop of water, carries stories that defy human understanding. The isolation of these caves, preserved from the constant touch of civilization, makes visitors feel part of something much larger, connected to a timeline that extends far beyond human memory. When exploring these corners, we are reminded of our own smallness and the greatness of the world we inhabit, encouraging us to value and protect these natural wonders. In the vast Sahara Desert, the Richat structure, also known as the Eye of the Sahara, stands out as a geological enigma that intrigues scientists and explorers. Seen from space, this circular formation appears like a perfect spiral, made up of concentric rings that emerge from the Earth like the marks left by a giant. At first, it was believed to be the result of a meteorite impact, but more recent studies suggest that the origin of the eye is even more fascinating, linked to erosion processes that occurred over millions of years. This natural phenomenon invites us to reflect on the passage of time and how invisible forces shape Earth's landscape in ways that often escape our immediate understanding. Exploring the curiosities of countries like Mauritania, especially a place as mysterious as the Richat structure, is immersing yourself in a scenario where science and mystery meet. This eye in the desert is not only a natural wonder, but also a symbol of humanity's never-ending search for answers about our planet. Each ring, each layer exposed by erosion, tells a part of the Earth's history, challenging us to decipher its secrets. For those who venture there, the feeling is that of being in a sacred place, where nature and time converge to create something that seems beyond human. The Namib Desert in Namibia is one of the oldest and most inhospitable places on the planet, where time seems to have stopped millions of years ago. With a history dating back more than 55 million years, this desert is a living testament to the perseverance of life in extreme conditions. Its golden dunes contrast impressively with the deep blue of the Atlantic Ocean, creating a setting that seems straight out of a surrealist painting. Between these dunes, the morning mist, formed by the interaction between the cold Atlantic currents and the heat of the desert, is vital for the creatures that inhabit this hostile environment. Small reptiles and insects, adapted to these harsh conditions, depend on this moisture to survive, reminding us that even in the most desolate places, life finds a way to thrive. When exploring the curiosities of countries like Namibia, especially in places like the Namib Desert, we are confronted with the resistance and adaptation of wildlife. At the northern end of the desert, we find the dreaded Skeleton Coast, so named for the countless remains of shipwrecks along its treacherous beaches. The combination of unpredictable sea currents and relentless aridity has turned this coast into a graveyard for unsuspecting sailors. surviving a shipwreck meant facing a new challenge, crossing an unforgiving desert where hunger and thirst claimed many lives. It's a grim reminder of the duality of nature, which can be both beautiful and lethal, and the importance of respecting these extreme environments when exploring them. Tianzi Mountain in China is a place where nature displays itself at its most majestic and inspiring. Located in Zhangjiajie National Forest Park, this mountain is famous for its rock formations that look like natural pillars carved by time. These columns, which rise above the dense layers of fog, give the feeling that you are walking through an otherworldly setting where mountains float in the sky. Each pillar has its own shape and character, the result of millions of years of erosion, creating a landscape that even inspired the floating mountains in the movie Avatar. The vegetation that covers these rocky columns adds a vibrant green contrast to the scene, reminding us of the persistence of life even in the most inaccessible places. As you explore the curiosities of countries like China, especially in places like Tianzi Mountain, you come face to face with the ingenuity of nature and human ingenuity. One of the modern wonders that stands out in this park is the Bailong Elevator, the tallest open-air elevator in the world, which allows visitors to climb these columns to the top, offering breathtaking views of the canyon below. A few steps away is the famous Zhangjiajie Glass Bridge, one of the longest in the world, which provides a panoramic view of the entire park. Walking across this bridge is an experience that defies both fear and awe, as you look down and see the immensity of the gorge beneath your feet. In the icy depths of Iceland, ice caves emerge as portals to a fantasy world where nature displays its ability to create scenarios that defy reality. During winter, when temperatures drop dramatically, these caves form within glaciers, carved by melting water flowing through the ice and the slow but steady movements of the glacier itself. The result is an interior of translucent walls, dyed a deep blue, which reflects light in an almost surreal way. Each cave is unique and ephemeral, disappearing as temperatures rise and reappearing in different forms the following winter. Walking through these ice galleries is like entering a crystal palace, where each step echoes the beauty and fragility of nature. Exploring the curiosities of countries like Iceland, especially in places as extraordinary as ice caves, reminds us how the planet is constantly changing. The experience of visiting these caves is a journey into the unknown, where the environment changes every year, offering a new view with each visit. And it's not just the beauty that enchants. The feeling of being in a place that could disappear at any moment adds a layer of urgency and appreciation to the moment. Ice caves teach us about impermanence, about the need to appreciate beauty while it exists, and about the importance of preserving these unique environments for future generations. High in the cliffs of Ethiopia, the churches of Tigray stand as silent testaments to faith and human ingenuity. Carved directly into the rock during the 6th century, these churches represent not only religious devotion, but also the determination to create sanctuaries in virtually inaccessible locations. One of the most notable is the Church of Abuna Yamata, which is located on the vertical face of a cliff. The journey to reach it is a challenge that requires courage, as believers and visitors must climb barefoot on bare rock, crossing narrow and dangerous passages. Upon reaching the top, the panoramic view of the vast plains below and the feeling of being in a sacred place where heaven and earth meet is a reward beyond words. Exploring the curiosities of countries like Ethiopia, especially places as remote and spiritual as the churches of Tigray, transports us to a time when faith literally moved mountains. These temples, carved with meticulous devotion, stand as witnesses to an era when architecture was shaped not just by technical skill, but by a deep belief in the divine. The experience of visiting these churches is more than a simple tourist exploration. It is a spiritual pilgrimage that challenges not only the body, but also the mind and soul. Each step on the way up is a meditation, a connection with something greater, which reminds us of human resilience and the ability to find the sacred in the most unlikely places. As we explore these nooks and crannies, we are invited to reflect on our own journey of faith and purpose. Mount Roraima, located on the triple border between Venezuela, Brazil, and Guyana, is one of the oldest and most mysterious geological formations on Earth. This imposing plateau, which rises abruptly above the surrounding jungle, is known as Tepui, an indigenous word meaning home of the gods. With its vertical walls and flat top, Mount Roraima looks like a floating island in the sky, shrouded in mist and surrounded by clouds. Formed around 2 billion years ago, this Tepui is a true natural museum, housing species of plants and animals that exist nowhere else in the world. Walking along its surface is like exploring a lost world, where every stone and plant tells the story of a time before humanity itself. Exploring the curiosities of countries like Venezuela, Brazil, and Guyana, especially in places as remote and enigmatic as Mount Roraima, is an opportunity to connect with the Earth's primordial history. During the rainy season, the water that falls from the top of the Tepui creates temporary waterfalls that fall from dizzying heights, reinforcing the feeling that we are in a place outside of time and space. For the local indigenous people, Mount Roraima is a sacred place, full of legends and myths that speak of giants and divine beings. The journey to the top is not easy, requiring days of walking through difficult terrain, but the reward is a view that challenges the imagination. In the heart of the Karakum Desert in Turkmenistan, there is a natural phenomenon that seems to come out of a legend, the Darvaza crater, also known as the Gate to Hell. This burning crater, which has been burning incessantly for more than 5 decades, is the result of a geological fault during drilling in search of natural gas. The Soviet geologists conducting the drilling in 1971 never imagined that their attempt to contain the methane leak by setting it on fire would result in a flame that would not go out. The crater, about 70 meters in diameter, emits an orange glow that is visible from miles away, especially at night, creating a sight that is both fascinating and frightening. Exploring the curiosities of countries like Turkmenistan, particularly in places as unusual as the Darvaza crater, confronts us with the uncontrollable force of nature and the unforeseen events of human interventions. Approaching the edge of this crater is a unique experience, where the intense heat and the smell of burning gas make us feel close to something primordial and untamed. For many, the crater is a symbol of Earth's destructive and unpredictable power, a constant reminder that no matter how hard we try to control natural resources, nature always has the last word. The Gate of Hell is not just a visual spectacle, it is a place for reflection on the impact of human activities on the planet and the need for a deeper respect for the elements that shape the world in which we live. In the heart of the Venezuelan jungle, within the Canaima National Park, the Angel Waterfall, the highest in the world, falls majestically. With an uninterrupted drop of 979 meters, this imposing curtain of water appears to touch the sky before hurtling towards Earth, creating a mist that envelops the base in a moist, refreshing embrace. The waterfall's water does not come from a river, but emerges directly from the top of Oyan Tepui, one of the region's giant plateaus known as Table Mountains. The natural spectacle that is Angel Falls not only mesmerizes with its dizzying height, but also with the wild isolation that surrounds it, accessible only by plane or on long forest expeditions. Exploring the curiosities of countries like Venezuela, especially when venturing to Angel Falls, is an experience that reconnects us with the grandeur and purity of nature. For the local indigenous people, this waterfall is not just a natural wonder, but a sacred place, shrouded in myths and legends that speak of ancient spirits and gods. The journey to Angel is a journey through the unknown, where every step in the dense jungle and every bend in the rivers reveals the untouched beauty of a land that seems to resist the advance of time. When contemplating this colossal waterfall, we feel the small dimension of our existence in the face of natural forces, and we are led to a deep admiration for the earth and its mysteries. This connection with the sublime, which only places like Angel can offer, is an invitation to reflect on our relationship with the planet and what it means to truly explore its wonders. On the big island of Hawaii, Kilauea volcano stands as one of the most active and fascinating volcanoes on the planet. Erupting frequently, this volcano offers a continuous spectacle of lava flowing gently toward the ocean, where intense heat meets cool waters, creating clouds of steam that rise dramatically into the sky. Unlike many volcanoes that explode violently, Kilauea is known for its effusive eruptions, where lava flows almost calmly but relentlessly, carving out new land and forming rocky expanses that become part of the Hawaiian coastline. It is a place where the earth is constantly in creation, a visual reminder of the raw, creative force of nature. Exploring the curiosities of countries like the United States, especially in places like Kilauea volcano, is immersing yourself in an experience that mixes fear and fascination. At night, the red glow of the lava contrasts with the darkness, creating an almost surreal landscape that seems to belong to another world. Local communities have a reverent relationship with Kilauea, considering it the home of Pele, the Hawaiian goddess of fire and volcanoes. Visiting this volcano is more than an adventure, is an immersion in the living mythology of Hawaii, where ancient stories still resonate in nature's creations. Kilauea not only shapes the island's geography, but also the culture and beliefs of those who live in its shadow, offering a profound connection to the primal forces that shape our world. In the heart of Iceland, the Silfra Fissure offers one of the most unique diving experiences in the world. Located in Thingvellir National Park, this narrow underwater channel is formed by the gradual separation of the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates, creating a crystalline gulf between two continents. The water that fills this crack is incredibly pure, filtered for decades through porous lava, resulting in underwater visibility that can exceed 100 meters. Diving in Silfra is like floating between two worlds, where the feeling of being among the continental masses is both surreal and exciting. Here, nature displays its patience, slowly carving out a landscape that is both beautiful and geologically significant. Exploring the curiosities of countries like Iceland, especially in places as unique as Silfra, is to embark on a journey that combines adventure with learning. The Silfra Fissure is not just a diving destination, it's a place where you can literally touch two tectonic plates at the same time, an experience that few places in the world can offer. This direct encounter with the geological forces that shape our planet makes us reflect on the vast and slow changes that occur over eons, shaping the Earth we know today. The purity of Silfra's waters, combined with its location between two continents, makes it a place of pilgrimage for divers and explorers seeking to understand more deeply the natural wonders of our planet. In French Polynesia, the island of Moorea stands out as a tropical paradise where volcanic mountains rise majestically over idyllic beaches and crystal-clear waters. This stunning scenery is the result of millions of years of volcanic activity, which has carved dramatic peaks and deep valleys covered in lush vegetation. The island is surrounded by a barrier reef that protects its turquoise lagoons, creating a perfect environment for marine life to flourish. The waters around Moorea are a true natural aquarium, where divers and snorkelers can swim alongside giant rays, reef sharks, and schools of colorful fish. For visitors, the island offers a glimpse of the unspoiled beauty and serenity that defines French Polynesia. To explore the curiosities of countries like France, through its Pacific possession, is to immerse yourself in the vibrant culture and rich history that Moorea has to offer. Despite its isolation, the island has a local community that lives in harmony with nature, preserving ancient traditions while welcoming visitors from around the world. Venturing into Moorea's interior means discovering trails that lead to hidden waterfalls, ancient Polynesian ruins, and viewpoints that offer panoramic views of the island and the infinite ocean. This balance between man and nature, combined with the warm hospitality of the inhabitants, makes Moorea an unforgettable destination where simplicity and beauty meet in perfect harmony, inviting everyone to explore and connect with the natural world in its entirety pura. Deep in Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula lies Cenote dos Ojos, one of the most fascinating and enigmatic underwater cave systems in the world. This cenote, whose name means two eyes, is so named for its two circular entrances that resemble eyes, connected by a vast network of underwater caves and tunnels. The crystal-clear waters of a mesmerizing blue reveal formations of stalactites and stalagmites that look like works of art sculpted by nature itself. Diving in Dos Ojos is like entering a parallel universe, where the silence is interrupted only by the bubbles from the respirator, and the sunlight that penetrates the water creates visual effects that resemble abstract paintings. This is one of the most accessible and impressive cenotes in the region, attracting divers of all experience levels looking for a unique underwater adventure. Exploring the curiosities of countries like Mexico, especially in places as mysterious as Cenote dos Ojos, is a journey that takes us to the heart of Mayan culture and the depths of the earth. Cenotes were considered sacred by the ancient Mayans, seen as portals to the world of the dead, the Xibalba. Visiting Dos Ojos is more than just diving. It is a spiritual experience where history, mythology, and science meet. The clarity of the waters and the complexity of the rock formations make this place one of the most renowned cave diving destinations in the world, providing a deep connection with the past and the natural forces that shape this unique landscape. For those looking for more than just beautiful beaches, Dos Ojos offers a glimpse of the wonders hidden beneath the Earth's surface. Near Manaus, in the heart of the Amazon, one of the most impressive natural phenomena in the world takes place: the meeting of the waters. In this place, the dark and acidic waters of the Rio Negro meet the muddy, sediment-rich waters of the Rio Solimões, creating a striking visual contrast. For kilometers, the two rivers flow side by side, without mixing, due to their differences in temperature, density, and speed. The sharp line that divides the waters is one of Brazil's most iconic landscapes, attracting visitors from all over the world who come to witness this unique natural spectacle. It is a meeting that symbolizes the strength and diversity of the Amazon, where seemingly opposing elements coexist in harmony. Exploring the curiosities of countries like Brazil, and in particular the meeting of the waters, is an opportunity to understand the complexity and richness of Amazonian ecosystems. Aboard small boats, visitors can sail along this liquid boundary, observing how nature maintains its delicate balance. In addition to its visual beauty, the meeting of the waters is a powerful reminder of the interdependence between different natural systems, where each river brings with it a distinct history, shaped by its environment and the living beings that inhabit it. This experience is not only an opportunity to admire nature, but also to reflect on the importance of preserving these natural treasures for future generations. In each wave that forms on the dividing line, there is a teaching about coexistence and respect for differences, both in nature and in human life. In the heart of Yellowstone National Park in the United States lies the Great Prismatic Spring, one of the most spectacular geothermal phenomena on the planet. This hot spring, the largest in the United States and the third largest in the world, is known for its vibrant colors that resemble a rainbow amidst the steam. The deep blue center of the fountain is surrounded by rings of orange, yellow, and green, created by different species of bacteria that thrive in varying temperatures. The aerial view of the Great Prismatic Fountain is an explosion of color, a true work of nature's art, which captivates everyone who beholds it. It is a living reminder that the Earth, with its inner energy, is capable of creating scenarios that seem to come out of the imagination. Exploring the curiosities of countries like the United States, especially in the context of Yellowstone National Park, is an invitation to witness the ongoing power of natural forces. The Great Prismatic Fountain is not just a visual spectacle, it is a living laboratory, where the interaction between heat, water, and life creates a color palette that defies understanding. Visiting this place is an immersion in natural science, where you learn about the extremes at which life can exist and thrive. The experience of being close to this geothermal wonder reminds us of the complexity and beauty of our planet, encouraging us to explore the world around us more deeply and to value the natural riches that the Earth generously offers us. Kelimutu volcano, located on the island of Flores, Indonesia, is one of the most enigmatic and fascinating natural phenomena in Southeast Asia. What makes this volcano truly unique are its three crater lakes, each displaying a different color that changes periodically. These lakes, known as Tiwu Atabupu, Lake of the Souls of the Elders, Tiwu Kufai Nuamuri, Lake of the Souls of Young Men and Maidens, and Tiwu Atapolo, Lake of Enchanted Souls, vary in shades of blue, green, and red, creating a visual spectacle of rare beauty. The color changes of the lakes are caused by chemical reactions inside the Earth, associated with volcanic activity and the presence of different minerals. This mysterious phenomenon has fascinated scientists and attracted tourists from around the world who come in search of a magical sight and a connection to the local legends surrounding these lakes. Exploring the curiosities of countries like Indonesia, especially in the context of the Kelimutu volcano, is immersing yourself in a world where science and mythology intertwine. For locals, each lake holds deep spiritual significance, being considered the home of the souls of those departed. The climb to the top of Kelimutu, especially at dawn, offers not only a stunning view of the lakes in their vibrant colors, but also a contemplative experience that invites us to reflect on the mysteries of life and death. Standing in front of these lakes is feeling the power of nature in its purest and most inexplicable form, where the unknown reminds us that, no matter how much we advance in knowledge, there is still much to discover about our planet and its hidden wonders. In the province of Sichuan, China, stands the majestic Great Buddha of Leshan, one of the most impressive works of stone sculpture in the world. At an imposing 71 meters tall, this statue carved directly into a cliff face represents Maitreya, the Buddha of the future, and is the largest stone-carved Buddha statue in the world. Built in the 8th century during the Tang dynasty, the statue was designed to calm the turbulent waters of the Dadu, Qingyi, and Min rivers, which converge at the foot of the Buddha. In addition to its colossal size, the Leshan Great Buddha is notable for the intricate details carved into its serene face, which expresses a transcendental calm and wisdom. Exploring the curiosities of countries like China, especially sacred sites like the Great Buddha of Leshan, is a journey into history, faith, and art. This monumental work is not only a feat of engineering, but also a symbol of religious devotion that has stood the test of time. Visiting Leshan is witnessing the grandeur of Buddhist culture in China and the dedication of the artisans who, for 90 years, patiently sculpted every detail of this immense figure. Standing before the Great Buddha is an invitation to reflect on the impermanence of life and the search for inner peace, values that transcend borders and cultures, deeply touching the spirit of all who have the opportunity to contemplate him. In the heart of the Swiss Alps, hidden in a deep, narrow valley, lies Lauterbrunnen, one of the most picturesque villages in Switzerland. This small village, surrounded by towering mountains and lush green meadows, is famous for its stunning waterfalls that cascade down the rocky walls that surround it. Among them, Staubach Falls stands out, one of the highest in Europe, which falls from a height of around 300 meters, creating a delicate mist that envelops the valley. The beauty of Lauterbrunnen is breathtaking, a place where nature seems to have stopped in time, offering a rare peace and serenity in such a fast-paced world. Exploring the curiosities of countries like Switzerland, and especially charming Lauterbrunnen, is an opportunity to reconnect with nature in its purest form. The village is often cited as the inspiration for Rivendell, the elven city in The Lord of the Rings, and as you walk its trails, it's easy to see why. Every corner of Lauterbrunnen feels like something out of a fairy tale, with traditional wooden chalets, pastures where cows graze peacefully, and trails that lead to viewpoints with stunning views of the Alps. This valley is a refuge for those looking to escape the hustle and bustle and immerse themselves in an environment that radiates beauty and tranquility, a true alpine paradise that captivates all who are lucky enough to visit it. In the vast desert of Arizona in the United States rests the Beringer Crater, also known as the Meteor Crater. This impressive geological formation is the result of a meteor impact that occurred approximately 50,000 years ago, creating a depression almost 1.2 kilometers in diameter and 170 meters deep. The crater is one of the best preserved examples of a meteoric impact on Earth, providing a fascinating window into the cosmic events shaping our planet. When exploring this area, it is impossible not to feel the grandeur of the universe and the destructive and creative power that a single celestial object can exert on the Earth. Discovering places like Beringer Crater in the United States is a journey through time, taking us back to an era where the Earth was still shaped by violent forces from space. This site is not only a geological wonder, but also a site of ongoing scientific study, where geologists and astronomers seek to better understand the impact of such events on Earth's evolution. Visiting the crater provides an educational and moving experience, where the vast scale of the impact is tangible and the silence of the surrounding desert amplifies the feeling of smallness in the face of the immensity of the cosmos. Beringer Crater is a visual reminder of the invisible forces that influence our planet and the lives that inhabit it. Deep in northern Vietnam, Trang An reveals itself as one of Southeast Asia's most captivating natural settings. This scenic complex, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is known for its dramatic karst formations, winding rivers, and mysterious caves. As small boats sail along the tranquil waters, visitors are taken through a series of interconnected caves, each revealing a new facet of Trang An's beauty. Limestone mountains rise majestically around the rivers, creating a which seems suspended in time, where nature reigns supreme. Discovering destinations like Trang An in Vietnam is an immersion in a world where the serenity of nature meets the rich cultural history of the region. The temples and pagodas that dot the landscape offer a deep connection to the past, while the calm waters invite reflection and silence. This is a place where ancient traditions still flourish, and natural beauty is preserved with devotion. For those seeking an experience that combines breathtaking landscapes with a sense of inner peace, Trang An is the ideal destination, a true sanctuary for the soul and spirit. In the remote mountain heights of Guizhou, China, lies Mount Fanjing Temple, one of the country's most sacred Buddhist sites. This temple, located on the highest peak of the Wuling Mountains, offers an unparalleled spiritual and visual experience. The climb to the top, made up of almost 9,000 steps, is a journey of devotion and contemplation, where each step takes you closer to heaven and Maitreya Buddha, who the temple reveres. Two temples, That of the Buddha and that of Maitreya are connected by a bridge that crosses a deep fissure, symbolizing the passage between the earthly and the spiritual world. Visiting Mount Fanjing Temple is immersing yourself in a world where ancient architecture merges with natural majesty. The surrounding landscape is shrouded in clouds, providing stunning views and a feeling of being in a celestial realm. This place is not only a pilgrimage destination for Buddhists, but also a marvel for nature and history lovers. The combination of mysticism, isolation, and beauty makes Mount Fanjing a place where the human spirit can rise and find peace amidst the grandeur of creation. It is a reminder of the transformative power of faith and the importance of preserving these ancient shrines. Deep in New Zealand, the Waitomo Caves offer a natural spectacle that seems straight out of a dream. Known for their unique bioluminescence phenomenon, these caves are illuminated by thousands of glowworms, creating an underground starry sky. As visitors navigate these dark waters in small boats, the sight of the blue and green lights shining from the cave's ceiling is absolutely magical, transforming the environment into a true natural wonder. This phenomenon is the result of an evolutionary adaptation of worms, which use light to attract prey. But to those watching, it is a hypnotic dance of lights that seems to defy logic. Visiting places like the Waitomo Caves in New Zealand is an experience that awakens the imagination and the spirit of adventure. Upon entering these caves, we are transported to a hidden world where natural beauty defies convention and reminds us how surprising nature can be. For travelers looking to connect with the extraordinary, Waitomo offers a perfect combination of mystery, beauty, and serenity. This journey to the underworld is not only a physical exploration, but also an internal journey, where the stillness of the environment and the soft light of the glowworms invite us to reflect on the mysteries of the universe and our place in it. In the heart of Sri Lanka, an imposing column of rock rises above the verdant forests, housing at its summit the ruins of the ancient fortress of Sigiriya. Known as the Fortress in the Sky or Lion's Rock, Sigiriya is an archaeological site of immense historical and cultural value, listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Built in the 5th century by King Kasyapa, Sigiriya combines innovative architecture with lush gardens and an advanced hydraulic system, making it one of the most impressive examples of ancient engineering. At the top of the rock, visitors find the remains of a palace that was once a symbol of power and majesty, surrounded by breathtaking panoramic views. Exploring the ancient city of Sigiriya is like taking a trip back in time, where every stone and wall tells a story of ambition, betrayal, and survival. The mural paintings preserved on the rock walls, known as the Maidens of Sigiriya, are fascinating works of art that reveal the skill and sensitivity of ancient artists. Furthermore, the view from the top of the rock, with the forest stretching as far as the eye can see, provides an almost spiritual experience, as if you are hovering above the world. Sigiriya is not just a historical landmark. It is a place that resonates with the power of the past and continues to inspire all who have the opportunity to scale its greatness. In the middle of the Pacific, on the islands of Palau, lies the fascinating Lake of Jellyfish, one of the most unique ecosystems in the world. This isolated lake is home to millions of golden jellyfish, which over thousands of years have evolved without natural predators, becoming harmless to humans. The most impressive phenomenon occurs during the day, when these jellyfish migrate en masse, following the movement of the sun through the water. Swimming among these delicate creatures, which float gracefully like aquatic lanterns, is an experience that transcends mere observation, providing an intimate connection with marine life in its purest, most peaceful form. Discovering places like Lake of the Jellyfish in Palau is a rare opportunity to witness how nature can create environments of surprising beauty and tranquility. The lake's isolation and unique conditions have allowed jellyfish to develop in such a unique way, making this one of the most intriguing destinations for nature lovers and divers. Floating in the clear waters of this lake, surrounded by these luminous creatures, is a reminder that our planet still holds incredible secrets, waiting to be explored and appreciated. It is an experience that touches the soul and teaches us to value the fragility and wonder of the natural world. Hidden in the remote mountains of Siberia, Russia, Lake Geyser is a natural jewel of turquoise waters that sparkle in contrast to the dense forests that surround it. This unique lake is fed by underground springs, which constantly renew its appearance, creating a visual spectacle of colors and shapes on the water's surface. The bottom of the lake is covered in blue clay, which, together with periodic eruptions from the springs, forms dynamic patterns that look like abstract paintings. Lake Jaza is one of those natural wonders that captivates all who have the chance to behold it, offering a glimpse of the Earth's creative power. Visiting places like Lake Jaza in Russia is like entering a world where nature expresses itself through colors and movements. This lake is not only a geological wonder, but also a sanctuary of tranquility and introspection. The crystal-clear waters and unique patterns formed on the surface invite visitors to a meditative experience, where time seems to stop and the environment becomes a living canvas of natural art. For those seeking a deeper connection with nature, Lake Jaza offers a perfect retreat where one can contemplate the ephemeral and ever-changing beauty of the world around us. In the far north of Chile, in one of the driest regions on the planet, there is a natural phenomenon that is as surprising as it is ephemeral: the flowery desert. This spectacle takes place in the Atacama Desert, when rare and unexpected rains bring to life a blanket of flowers that covers the once barren landscape. The desolate ground transforms into a vast carpet of vibrant colors, with red, yellow, purple and white flowers emerging everywhere. This phenomenon, which may only last a few weeks, is a powerful reminder that even in the most inhospitable environments, life finds a way to flourish, defying expectations. The experience of witnessing the flowery desert in Chile is like watching a natural miracle, where the dry and seemingly lifeless land becomes, for a brief period, a botanical paradise. For those lucky enough to be there at this time, it is a unique opportunity to see nature's resilience at its most spectacular. The transition from barren desert to a field of dazzling flowers offers a lesson in patience and hope, showing that beauty can emerge even in the harshest of conditions. This rare phenomenon attracts not only botanists and scientists, but also travelers from around the world, all eager to witness this incredible transformation of the Atacama. On the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe, the majestic Victoria Falls plunges from an impressive height, creating one of the most powerful waterfalls in the world. However, hidden on the edge of this natural colossus is the enigmatic Devil's Pool, a natural rock formation that, at certain times of the year, allows visitors to bathe dangerously close to the edge. During the dry season, when the water flow decreases, the pool offers a unique experience, literally swimming on the edge of the abyss, feeling the force of nature around you, but protected by a natural barrier of rocks that prevents falling. The feeling of diving into the Devil's Pool is something that challenges both the body and the mind, providing a mix of adrenaline and contemplation. Standing so close to the edge of Victoria Falls, hearing the deafening roar of the water and watching the world unfold beneath you is an experience few places in the world can offer. This is a destination that attracts adventurers and those seeking unique experiences, where the limit between danger and safety is tenuously balanced by nature itself. For those who dare enter the Devil's Pool, the reward is an unparalleled view of the strength and indomitable beauty of our planet. Iceland, land of ice and fire, is a country full of natural wonders, and among them are its waterfalls, which transform dramatically with the seasons. During winter, these majestic waterfalls, like the iconic Gullfoss and magical Skogafoss, take on an almost surreal appearance, where ice and snow form intricate shapes around the falls. Water, as it falls, often freezes, creating ice sculptures that sparkle in the dim light of the winter sun. The combination of moving water, crystalline ice, and white landscapes creates a vision that seems taken from a Nordic fairy tale, a true spectacle of nature in its purest and most untouched form. Exploring Iceland's waterfalls in winter is an experience that goes beyond the simple act of admiring nature. It is an immersion in a world where elements meet to create landscapes that defy reality. Each waterfall has its own character, from the imposing Seljalandsfoss, where you can walk behind the falls, to the mighty Dettifoss, known as the most voluminous waterfall in Europe. These waterfalls, framed by ice and snow, offer an environment of peace and reflection, where the sound of the constant flow of water contrasts with the serenity of the surrounding scenery. Iceland is, without a doubt, a paradise for nature lovers, where each waterfall is a masterpiece sculpted by the earth itself. Deep in Colombia, hidden in the Macarena Mountains, flows a river that is known as the most beautiful river in the world. The Cristales Canyon, with its translucent waters, is a natural spectacle due to the vibrant colors that appear during the rainy seasons. This phenomenon is caused by the aquatic plant Macarenia clavigera, which dyes the river in shades of intense red, yellow, green, blue, and black, creating a vision that looks like something out of an artist's palette. This explosion of colors transforms the river into a natural jewel, attracting adventurers and nature lovers from around the world, all eager to see what is often called a liquid rainbow up close. Exploring the Cristales Canyon in Colombia is an experience that awakens all the senses. In addition to the mesmerizing colors, the river offers a rare serenity, where the soothing sound of flowing water blends with the wild surrounding landscape. This is a place where nature reveals its maximum beauty potential in a setting that seems almost unreal. For those looking to escape routine and reconnect with the natural world, a visit to Canyon Cristales is an unmissable opportunity. The amazement at seeing the river transformed into a tapestry of colors is a reminder that in every corner of the planet, there are wonders waiting to be discovered and admired. Changi Airport in Singapore is not only a global transportation hub, but also a masterpiece of architecture and design that redefines the concept of airports. At the heart of this complex is the rain vortex, the world's largest indoor waterfall, which plummets from a 7-story glass dome, creating a curtain of water that appears to defy gravity. Surrounded by the lush Forest Valley garden with thousands of trees and tropical plants, the rain vortex transforms the airport into an oasis of serenity amid the frenetic pace of modern travel. This water and light spectacle, which at night transforms into a mesmerizing color show, is an experience that raises the standard of hospitality and entertainment at airports. Visiting Changi Airport is like entering a new world, where the stress of travel is soothed by beauty and innovation. The rain vortex is not just a visual attraction, it is a celebration of nature in an urban environment, a reminder that human ingenuity can coexist harmoniously with sustainability. In addition to the waterfall, the airport offers a number of other attractions, such as themed gardens, a free cinema, and even a rooftop swimming pool, making Changi not just a place to stop over, but a destination in itself. For any traveler passing through Singapore, exploring the wonders of Changi Airport is an experience that transforms waiting into a moment of discovery and wonder. In the crystal clear waters of the Pacific, Indonesia's Raja Ampat Archipelago is one of the most spectacular diving destinations in the world. Made up of hundreds of islands and islets, Raja Ampat lies in the heart of the Coral Triangle, where marine biodiversity is unparalleled. This underwater paradise is home to more species of coral and fish than any other place on the planet, making every dive a unique adventure full of discoveries. The clear waters reveal vibrant reefs, where colorful schools, majestic stingrays, and even the mysterious wobbegong shark swim. For those looking to connect with marine life in its purest form, Raja Ampat offers an experience that few places in the world can match. Exploring the waters of Raja Ampat is like entering a new world, where marine life flourishes in abundance and the underwater landscapes are stunningly beautiful. Preservation of this ecosystem is essential, and visitors are encouraged to practice sustainable tourism, ensuring that this paradise continues to prosper for future generations. In addition to underwater wonders, the islands of Raja Ampat offer white sand beaches, rainforests, and a rich and welcoming local culture. This is a destination that transcends the ordinary, where every moment is an opportunity to marvel at the majesty of the ocean and the infinite diversity it houses. Milford Sound, located on New Zealand's South Island, is often described as the 8th natural wonder of the world, and it's not hard to see why. This stunning fjord, carved by ancient glaciers, is a place where dizzying mountains meet the sea in a visual spectacle of pure majesty. Surrounded by cliffs that rise steeply from the dark waters, Milford Sound is adorned with waterfalls that tumble from the heights, especially after rain, creating a breathtaking scene. The sound of the wind blowing between the mountains and the echo of the falling waters create an atmosphere of mystery and tranquility, where the visitor feels small compared to the grandeur of nature. Exploring Milford Sound is like venturing into a living tableau, where every turn reveals a stunning new perspective. Cruises that travel along the fjord offer a privileged view of its wonders, with the chance to spot dolphins, seals, and penguins in their natural habitat. Furthermore, the calm, crystal-clear waters reflect the surrounding mountains, creating a mirrored effect that amplifies the beauty of the place. Milford Sound is not just a destination, but a journey into the essence of nature, a place where time seems to stand still and where the simplicity and magnificence of the natural world meet in perfect harmony. In Iceland, a country full of breathtaking landscapes, the ice caves stand out as one of the most impressive natural wonders. Formed inside glaciers during the harsh winter, these caves are carved by the melting and reflowing of water, creating translucent blue tunnels and chambers that seem to belong to another world. Each cave is unique, with its shapes and structures constantly changing, offering visitors a spectacle that is both ephemeral and eternally fascinating. Walking through these caves is an almost surreal experience, where the silence is broken only by the distant sound of moving ice, and the glow of the ice creates magical natural lighting. Exploring Iceland's ice caves is a journey into the heart of winter, where nature displays its ability to create art in its purest form. The ice walls, with their crystalline appearance, reflect light in a way that transforms the environment into a true ice palace. These caves are only accessible during winter, when the extreme cold makes the ice stable enough to explore safely. For adventure seekers, this is an unmissable destination, a chance to witness one of the most spectacular natural phenomena on Earth, where the fragility and strength of nature meet in perfect balance. The Faroe Islands, a remote archipelago between Iceland and Norway, are one of the North Atlantic's best-kept secrets. This group of volcanic islands offers a breathtaking landscape, where steep cliffs meet the ocean, creating a dramatic view that seems straight out of a fairy tale. The Faroe Islands are known for their unspoilt nature, where green pastures and picturesque villages of grass-roofed houses contrast with deep blue waters and grey skies. Wildlife is abundant, with colonies of seabirds dominating the cliffs and sheep grazing freely on the hillsides. Exploring the Faroe Islands is like entering a world lost in time, where nature reigns supreme and the rhythm of life is dictated by the elements. Each island has its own character, offering unique opportunities for hiking, birdwatching, and simply contemplating the landscape. The connection to nature here runs deep, and visitors are invited to slow down and appreciate the serenity and raw beauty the islands offer. This is a place where the simplicity of everyday life meets the grandeur of the natural landscape, creating an experience that is both humbling and inspiring, perfect for those looking to escape the hustle and bustle of the modern world. The Geirangerfjord, located in Norway, is widely recognized as one of the most spectacular landscapes in the world. This fjord, listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is a true masterpiece of nature, where deep, calm waters are surrounded by dizzying mountains that seem to touch the sky. The scenery is embellished by numerous waterfalls, the most famous of which are the Seven Sisters and the Bride's Veil, which cascade down the steep slopes, creating a magical and, at the same time, imposing view. Every bend in the fjord reveals a new perspective, with the fog often adding a touch of mystery to this already impressive landscape. Exploring the Geirangerfjord is an experience that involves all the senses, from the sound of the falling waters to the freshness of the pure mountain air. Cruises that ply the waters of the fjord offer unparalleled views of its wonders, allowing visitors to get up close to towering waterfalls and mountainous farms that seem to defy gravity. The region is also a paradise for trekking enthusiasts, with trails that lead to panoramic viewpoints where the grandeur of nature is revealed in all its splendor. Geiranger is, without a doubt, a destination that leaves a lasting mark in the memory of everyone who has the opportunity to experience its surreal beauty. Hidden among the mountains of Jordan, the ancient city of Petra is one of the world's most remarkable archaeological treasures. Known as the Pink City, due to the color of the stones from which it was carved, Petra is a testament to the ingenuity and skill of the Nabateans, who built it more than 2,000 years ago. The entrance to this monumental city is through the Sik, a narrow and winding gorge that, at the end, reveals the majestic facade of the treasury, Al-Kazne, a sight that leaves any visitor in awe. The structures carved directly into the rocks, such as temples, tombs, and theaters, create a scene that seems to belong to another world, immortalized by its grand architecture and the mystery that surrounds it. Exploring Petra is like embarking on a journey through time, where each step reveals the grandeur of a lost civilization. The city, which was rediscovered at the beginning of the 19th century, still holds many secrets, with several areas remaining unexplored. The experience of walking through its ancient streets, surrounded by cliffs that rise dramatically on both sides, is truly unique. In addition to the treasury, other structures such as the monastery and the amphitheater continue to tell stories of a glorious past, where Petra was an important center of commerce and culture. For those seeking to immerse themselves in an atmosphere of mystery and history, Petra offers an experience that is both educational and deeply spiritual. The Iguachu Falls, located on the border between Brazil and Argentina, are a natural spectacle of epic proportions. Composed of around 275 waterfalls that stretch for almost 3 kilometers, the falls are one of the largest and most impressive in the world. The most famous of these falls is the Devil's Throat, where the force of the waters creates a constant mist that, when illuminated by the sun, forms rainbows that enchant visitors. The deafening sound of the falling waters and the imposing view of the waterfalls, surrounded by a lush tropical forest, make Iguachu Falls a complete and unforgettable sensory experience. Exploring the Iguachu Falls is immersing yourself in a world where nature shows all its strength and beauty. The walkways that stretch over the river allow a close proximity to the waterfalls that is both exciting and humbling, a reminder of the grandeur of our planet. The region around the falls is a sanctuary for biodiversity, housing a variety of flora and fauna species that make the visit even more enriching. Whether on the Brazilian side, with its spectacular panoramic views, or on the Argentine side, where visitors can almost touch the falling waters, the Iguachu Falls offer an experience that goes far beyond the visual, deeply touching the heart and soul of those who visit them. Monument Valley, located on the border between Utah and Arizona in the United States, is an iconic landscape that appears to have been carved by giants. This vast desert, punctuated by red sandstone monoliths that rise dramatically from the ground, has been the setting for countless films and photographs, becoming synonymous with the American Old West. The rock formations, known as buttes and mesas, stand out against the intense blue sky, creating a visual contrast that is both imposing and serene. Monument Valley is a place where the grandeur of nature reveals itself around every bend of the horizon, evoking a sense of awe and wonder in all who are fortunate enough to witness its beauty. Exploring Monument Valley is immersing yourself in a timeless journey where each rock formation tells a story of millions of years of erosion and geological formation. The vibrant colors of the desert change throughout the day, with sunrise and sunset painting the rocks in shades of orange, red, and purple, creating a landscape that feels alive. This sacred site for the Navajo offers a deep connection to the land, where the silence is interrupted only by the sound of the wind. For nature and history lovers, Monument Valley is a destination that provides a spiritual and visual experience, a reminder of the untouched majesty of the earth and the power of time. Kotor Bay in Montenegro is one of the most scenic and enchanting destinations in the Mediterranean. Often referred to as Europe's southernmost fjord, the bay is surrounded by towering mountains that plunge dramatically into the turquoise waters, creating a setting that is both serene and grand. The medieval town of Kotor, situated on the shores of the bay, is a labyrinth of cobblestone streets, shaded squares, and ancient churches, all protected by fortified walls that appear to emerge directly from the waters. The combination of historic architecture and natural beauty makes Kotor a place where the past and present meet harmoniously. Exploring Kotor Bay is like leafing through the pages of a history book, where every corner reveals a new facet of its rich cultural and natural heritage. The small villages along the bay, such as Perast and Risan, offer a glimpse into the traditional way of life, with their Baroque churches and ancient palaces testifying to the region's historical importance. The bay itself is a paradise for nature and adventure lovers, with opportunities for boat trips, hiking in the surrounding mountains, and diving in crystal-clear waters. Kotor is more than a tourist destination. It is an experience that captures the essence of the Mediterranean, where pristine beauty and vibrant culture intertwine in perfect harmony. Grand Falls, located in the state of Arizona, is one of the most surprising and least-known natural wonders in the United States. Also known as Chocolate Falls, this impressive waterfall owes its name to the brown color of the cascading waters, caused by the sediments that the Little Colorado River carries along its course. When the water flow is strong, especially during spring, Grand Falls transforms into a spectacle of power and beauty, with falls that are taller than the famous Niagara Falls. The sound of falling waters resonates across the desert, creating a fascinating contrast between the arid environment and the abundance of water. Exploring Grand Falls is a unique experience where nature shows its ability to surprise and delight even in the most unexpected places. Located in a remote area of the Navajo Nation, the waterfall offers a sense of seclusion and tranquility, far from the crowds that usually visit more well-known attractions. The landscape around the falls is marked by impressive rock formations and vast expanses of desert, creating a dramatic setting that seems straight out of a movie. For those seeking an adventure off the beaten path, Grand Falls offers an opportunity to connect with nature in a pure and authentic way, discovering one of Arizona's best-kept secrets. Coron, in the Philippines, is a true paradise for nature and adventure lovers. This archipelago is famous for its incredibly clear waters, which reveal a vibrant underwater world full of coral reefs, wabi-sabi shipwrecks, and abundant marine life. The islands of Coron offer white sand beaches surrounded by limestone cliffs that rise dramatically from the sea, creating a scene of almost surreal beauty. Besides diving and snorkeling, Coron is the perfect place for those who want to explore hidden lakes like Kayangan Lake, known for being one of the cleanest lakes in Asia. The tranquility of the islands, combined with its stunning landscape, makes Coron a destination that seems straight out of a dream. The Gorges du Verdon in France are often referred to as the Grand Canyon of Europe, and indeed they impress with their limestone cliffs that rise dramatically along the river Verdon. With its stunning turquoise waters, the gorge offers a variety of outdoor activities, such as kayaking, climbing, and hiking, providing complete immersion in the region's natural beauty. When exploring the Gorges du Verdon, visitors are surrounded by majestic landscapes, where every bend in the river reveals new, breathtaking panoramas. This is a place where nature and adventure meet in perfect harmony, making it an unmissable destination for those who want to experience the grandeur of the south of France. In Norway, Trolltunga and Preikestolen are two of the country's most impressive and challenging tourist spots. Trolltunga, or Troll's Tongue, is a rock formation that juts out horizontally over Lake Ringadalsvatnet, providing a spectacular and dizzying view. Preikestolen, also known as the Preacher's Pulpit, is a rock platform that rises 604 meters above the Lyse Fjord, offering one of the most iconic views in Norway. Both places require long walks to reach, but the reward is a unique experience of contemplating nature in its most raw and majestic form. These places are ideal for those looking for adventure and breathtaking landscapes. The Eye of the Earth in Croatia is one of the most fascinating and mysterious fountains in the country, known for its unique appearance that resembles a human eye. Located at the source of the Cetina River, this karst lake has a stunning turquoise hue, which intensifies as it deepens, creating a mesmerizing visual effect. The Eye of the Earth is a popular destination among divers and explorers who are attracted by the clarity of its waters and intriguing circular shape. The spring is surrounded by an untouched natural landscape, offering a perfect opportunity for those seeking tranquility and closer contact with the unique beauty of Croatia. This place is a true invitation to explore the mysteries of nature. The Azores, a volcanic archipelago in the middle of the Atlantic, are a hidden jewel in Portugal, made up of 9 islands that offer a diversity of landscapes and incomparable experiences. Known for its imposing craters that house lakes with crystal-clear waters, such as Lagoa das Sete Cidades, and for lush vegetation that covers mountains and valleys, the Azores are a destination where nature is expressed in its purest form. Furthermore, the islands are a true paradise for lovers of outdoor activities, such as hiking, whale watching, and diving. The combination of dormant volcanoes, dramatic cliffs, and thermal waters makes the Azores a place of tranquility and adventure, ideal for those seeking a deep connection with the natural environment. The Arashiyama Bamboo Forest, located in Kyoto Prefecture, Japan, is a place that exudes serenity and mysticism. Walking along the paths lined with tall bamboo trees that stretch skyward, visitors are enveloped by an almost magical sense of tranquility, amplified by the gentle sound of the wind blowing through the leaves. This forest is one of the most photogenic destinations in Japan, offering a perfect retreat for those looking to escape the urban hustle and bustle and reconnect with nature. The light that filters through the bamboo creates a dreamlike atmosphere, making walking through the forest an almost spiritual experience. The Gulf of California, also known as the Sea of Cortez, is a marine paradise that Jacques Cousteau once called the aquarium of the world. Its nutrient-rich waters are home to impressive biodiversity, with more than 900 species of fish and countless marine mammals, such as dolphins, whales, and sea lions. The islands that dot the Gulf offer secluded beaches, crystal-clear waters, and dramatic rock formations, making them a popular destination for divers and adventurers. In addition to marine life, the Gulf is also known for the stunning jumbo mantas that perform aerial acrobatics, creating a natural spectacle that enchants everyone lucky enough to witness it. Neuschwanstein Castle, located in Bavaria, Germany, is one of Europe's most iconic and inspiring buildings, often referred to as the fairy tale castle. Commissioned by King Ludwig II in the 19th century, the castle was designed to be a personal retreat, but ended up becoming one of the most popular tourist attractions in the world. Set amid stunning alpine scenery, with dense forests and crystal-clear lakes all around, Neuschwanstein combines elements of romantic architecture with medieval influences, creating a structure that feels like something out of a dream. The castle served as inspiration for Disney's famous Cinderella Castle, reinforcing its image as a magical and timeless place. Phang Nga Bay, located in the Andaman Sea, Thailand, is one of the most impressive natural settings in Southeast Asia. The bay is famous for its towering limestone rock formations that rise dramatically from the emerald waters, creating a breathtaking landscape. Among the numerous islands in the bay, the most famous is James Bond Island, which gained notoriety after appearing in the film 007, The Man with the Golden Gun. Sailing through the calm waters of the bay and exploring the hidden caves is an experience that awakens a deep sense of admiration for the natural beauty of the world. Phang Nga is a place where nature shows its power to create almost surreal scenarios. Koh Phangan is a unique and fascinating village in Thailand, built on stilts in the sea, where the local community has lived for centuries. Founded by nomadic Malay fishermen in the 18th century, the village is a remarkable example of human adaptation to the environment. Today, Koh Phangan is a popular destination for visitors who want to see this incredible feat of engineering and cultural tradition up close. The houses, shops, and even a school were built over the sea, connected by wooden walkways that form a floating labyrinth. In addition to its impressive architecture, Koh Phangan is known for its floating football pitch, where local youngsters play despite the limited space. The village is a living testament to human resilience and creativity. Lake Bled, situated in Slovenia's Julian Alps, is one of the most picturesque destinations in Europe. Surrounded by green mountains and dense forests, the lake is famous for its central island, where the enchanting church of Asunción stands, with its bell tower that is reflected in the emerald waters. Visitors can reach the island by boat, row around the lake, or simply walk along its shore, enjoying the stunning views. Bled's medieval castle, perched on a cliff above the lake, offers a panoramic view that is breathtaking. Lake Bled is a place where natural beauty combines perfectly with history, creating a serene and magical environment that attracts tourists from all over the world. Diamond Beach, located on the south coast of Iceland, is one of the most surreal places in the country, where the meeting between ice and fire creates a stunning landscape. Here, fragments of icebergs from the Vatnajökull glacier wash up onto the black sand beach, where they sparkle like diamonds in the sunlight. This contrast between the bluish ice crystals and the black volcanic sand makes Praia dos Diamantes an unmissable destination for photographers and nature lovers. The spectacle of nature is completed by the sound of the Atlantic waves gently breaking against the icebergs, creating an atmosphere of calm and reflection. Diamond Beach is a perfect example of Iceland's unique and challenging beauty. Mount Bromo, one of Indonesia's most active volcanoes, offers one of the most dramatic and unforgettable settings in the archipelago. Located on the island of Java, the volcano is surrounded by a vast caldera of grey sand, which stretches for miles and contrasts with the lush green of the surrounding mountains. Mount Bromo is famous for its spectacular sunrises, when the sun rises from behind the mountain, illuminating the clouds of smoke that often emanate from its active crater. Visitors can climb to the edge of the crater to observe this impressive natural phenomenon up close, feeling the earth tremble beneath their feet. The experience of being so close to an active volcano is both exhilarating and humbling, a reminder of the unstoppable force of nature. The Monarch Butterfly Biosphere Reserve, located in the mountains of Mexico, is one of the most impressive natural spectacles in the world. Every year, millions of monarch butterflies migrate from North America to this reserve, creating an extraordinary visual spectacle when they roost in oyamel trees, transforming the forests into a sea of orange and black. The epic journey of these butterflies, which can cover up to 4,500 kilometers, is one of biology's most fascinating mysteries. At the reserve, visitors can walk the trails and observe butterflies up close in their natural habitat, while learning about conservation efforts to protect this endangered species. The Monarch Butterfly Biosphere Reserve is a reminder of the incredible beauty and complexity of the cycle of life. The Lofoten Islands, located in northern Norway, are known for their spectacular landscapes, which combine steep mountain peaks, deep fjords, and picturesque villages. This archipelago is one of the most popular destinations for those who want to experience the wild beauty of Norway, especially in winter, when the islands become one of the best places in the world to observe the northern lights. In summer, the midnight sun illuminates the mountains and white sand beaches, creating an almost surreal scene. In addition to the stunning scenery, Lofoten is famous for its fishing culture, especially cod fishing, which has been a vital part of life on the islands for centuries. Greece's Meteora monasteries are one of the country's most precious jewels, suspended dramatically on rocky pillars that rise abruptly from the ground. Built from the 14th century onwards, these monasteries were established by monks seeking spiritual isolation and protection against invasion. Today, only 6 of the original 24 monasteries remain inhabited, but all are accessible by stairs carved into the rock or by hanging bridges, offering spectacular views of the surrounding valleys. Meteora is a place where spirituality and natural beauty meet, creating an environment that seems untouched by time, where peace and serenity reign supreme. The Lençóis Maranhenses National Park, located in northeastern Brazil, is one of the most surprising and unique landscapes in the world. This vast desert of white dunes stretches over 1,500 square kilometers, and during the rainy season, the depressions between the dunes fill with water, creating hundreds of turquoise and emerald green lagoons. The combination of sand and water forms a surreal setting, where visitors can walk along the dunes and swim in the crystal clear lagoons. Lençóis Maranhenses is a place where nature defies expectations, offering a visual spectacle that seems to come out of another world, a true paradise for lovers of outdoor adventures. Kauai, Hawaii's Garden Island, is a land of stunning landscapes and pristine nature. Known for its green, vegetation-covered mountains, dramatic cliffs, and deep valleys, Kauai is where Hawaii's natural beauty reaches its peak. The island's highlight is the Napali coast, with its towering peaks and hidden beaches that can only be accessed by challenging trails or boat. Furthermore, Kauai is home to one of the rainiest areas on the planet, Mount Waialele, which contributes to the exuberance of the local flora. This island offers a unique experience of immersion in nature, where every corner reveals a new natural secret, from hidden waterfalls to golden sand beaches. Abraham Lake, located in the Canadian Rockies, is famous for a natural phenomenon that makes it a unique destination: the methane bubbles frozen on its surface during winter. These bubbles, formed by the decomposition of organic matter at the bottom of the lake, become trapped in the ice, creating fascinating patterns that appear to float beneath the frozen surface. The combination of clear ice and white bubbles forms a surreal landscape that attracts photographers and visitors from all over the world. In addition to its icy beauty, Abraham Lake is surrounded by majestic mountains that are reflected in the turquoise waters, making it a perfect place to explore Canada's pristine wilderness. Huacachina, an oasis hidden in the Peruvian desert, is one of the most fascinating places in South America. Located a few kilometers from the city of Ica, this small village has developed around a natural lagoon, surrounded by enormous dunes of golden sand. Huacachina is a popular destination for adventurers looking to try sandboarding and dune buggy rides. The tranquil atmosphere of the oasis, combined with the adrenaline of dune activities, creates a unique experience that attracts travelers from all over the world. At night, the dunes offer a spectacular setting for stargazing, far from the lights of big cities, making Huacachina a magical and unforgettable getaway. Cappadocia, Turkey, is a land of mystical landscapes and ancient history, known for its unique rock formations and underground cities. The fairy chimneys, as the rock formations are known, were carved over the millennia by the erosion of volcanic tuff, creating a scene that seems straight out of a fairy tale. In addition to its natural beauty, Cappadocia is famous for its rock-cut churches and monasteries, many of which date back to the early years of Christianity. The balloon flight over the region at dawn is one of the most iconic experiences, offering stunning views of the rock formations and colorful valleys that stretch as far as the eye can see. The Phi Phi Islands in Thailand are one of Southeast Asia's most paradisiacal destinations, known for their white sand beaches, crystal clear waters, and limestone cliffs that emerge dramatically from the sea. Made up of 6 main islands, with Koh Phi Phi Don being the only inhabited one, the islands offer a perfect getaway for sun and sea lovers. Maya Bay on Koh Phi Phi Lay gained international fame after the film The Beach and continues to attract visitors with its stunning beauty. In addition to relaxing on the beaches, visitors can explore the surrounding waters, snorkeling among vibrant coral reefs and swimming with abundant marine life. The Phi Phi Islands are a true tropical paradise where natural beauty and tranquility meet. The Madonna della Corona Sanctuary in Italy is one of the country's most impressive and isolated religious sites, set into a steep rock more than 700 meters above the Adige River Valley. This sanctuary, dedicated to the Virgin Mary, is accessible only by a narrow, steep trail that winds up the mountain, offering spectacular views of the surrounding alpine landscape. The church appears to literally hang from the rock, creating a sensation of being suspended between heaven and earth. The sanctuary is a popular destination for pilgrims and visitors seeking a place of reflection and spiritual peace, where human architecture merges harmoniously with the majestic natural beauty of the Italian Alps. Nusa Penida, one of 3 islands that make up the Nusa Archipelago off the coast of Bali, Indonesia, is known for its dramatic landscapes and secluded beaches. The island is an adventurer's paradise, with its dizzying cliffs, turquoise waters, and world-famous dive sites like Manta Point, where you can swim alongside giant mantas. Keling King Beach, with its iconic T-Rex-shaped cliff, is one of the most photographed places on the island, offering breathtaking panoramic views. Despite its growing popularity, Nusa Penida still maintains a rustic charm, with tranquil villages and lush nature, providing a perfect escape from the hustle and bustle of Bali. Sequoia National Park, located in California, is a sanctuary for the largest trees in the world, the giant sequoias. Among them all, General Sherman is the most impressive, considered the largest tree on the planet by volume. About 2,000 years old, this giant has witnessed entire eras pass before its roots. The park offers trails that wind between these immense trees, where visitors can feel small compared to the grandeur of nature. Each walk is an immersion in an ancient world where the silence of the forest contrasts with the grandeur of the redwoods, providing an experience of reverence and admiration. Vinicunca, better known as the Mountain of 7 Colors or Rainbow Mountain, is one of the most stunning destinations in Peru. Located in the Peruvian Andes, the mountain stands out for its multicolored layers, the result of a complex combination of minerals and unique environmental conditions. The hike to Vinicunca is a challenging journey, which takes adventurers through breathtaking landscapes, passing through green valleys, snow-capped peaks and Andean villages. Reaching the top is rewarding, with a panoramic view of colorful bands that look like they were painted by hand. This natural spectacle is one of Peru's greatest treasures, attracting travelers from all over the world in search of a deeper connection with nature. The Church of St. Magdalene, located in the Funes Valley in the Italian Alps, is one of the most photogenic churches in the world. Surrounded by green meadows and set against the backdrop of the towering Dolomites, this small church is a symbol of peace and serenity. The simplicity of its architecture, contrasting with the grandeur of the surrounding mountains, creates a scene of rare beauty. Local legend says that the church was built in gratitude for a statue of St. Magdalene that mysteriously appeared in the region. Today, this idyllic setting attracts photographers, painters, and anyone looking for a moment of contemplation amid untouched nature. Niagara Falls, located on the border between Canada and the United States, is one of the most iconic natural wonders in the world. Made up of 3 large waterfalls, Horseshoe Falls, American Falls, and Bridal Veil Falls, the falls attract millions of visitors every year who come to marvel at the power and beauty of these impressive waterfalls. The deafening sound of falling water and mist rising from the depths create an atmosphere of majesty and mystery. Horseshoe Falls, in particular, is the most famous, with its horseshoe shape that hugs the Niagara River, offering a panoramic view that leaves anyone breathless. The Puerto Princesa Underground River, located on the island of Palawan in the Philippines, is one of the longest navigable underground rivers in the world and one of the new 7 wonders of nature. This winding river flows through a limestone cave filled with stalactites and stalagmites that create mysterious and impressive shapes. Navigating through its crystal-clear waters is like entering an enchanted underground world where the darkness is softly lit by lanterns, revealing a scene that seems to have been sculpted by the gods. In addition to its natural beauty, the underground river is home to rich biodiversity, with bats, swallows, and other species living in this unique ecosystem. Arizona's Antelope Canyon is one of the world's most photogenic geological wonders. This sandstone canyon was carved over thousands of years by flash floods, creating curves and undulations in the walls that look like they were shaped by an artist. Sunlight penetrating through narrow cracks at the top of the canyon creates beams of light that dance across the surfaces, highlighting the warm colors of the sandstone, which range from red to intense orange. This natural spectacle attracts photographers and adventurers from all over, who come to capture the surreal beauty of this magical place, where every curve reveals a new work of natural art. The Makgadikgadi in Botswana is one of the largest and most isolated salt flats in the world. This vast white desert is all that remains of a prehistoric lake, which dried up thousands of years ago, leaving behind a desolate but incredibly beautiful landscape. During the rainy season, the salt flat turns into a temporary oasis, attracting large herds of zebra and wildebeest, as well as thousands of flamingos that come to feed in the shallow waters. When the water evaporates, the salt flat returns to its sterile form, with the seemingly infinite horizon offering one of the most impressive spectacles of vastness found on Earth. Muang Chai, located in the mountains of northern Vietnam, is one of the country's most spectacular destinations, known for its rice terraces that stretch across the mountain slopes. During planting season, the fields are flooded, creating a reflection of the sky in the calm waters. As the rice grows, the hills transform into a mosaic of vibrant greens that seem to gently descend into the mountains. This site, still little known to tourists, offers an authentic glimpse into rural life in Vietnam, where local farmers continue to cultivate rice using traditional methods, preserving a landscape that is both a testament to human ingenuity and a natural wonder. Ijen volcano, located on the island of Java in Indonesia, is famous for its stunning turquoise acidic lake and the spectacular blue flames that emanate from its fissures at night. These flames are caused by the combustion of sulfuric gases that escape from the ground and ignite when they come into contact with the air, creating a rare and mesmerizing natural phenomenon. Lake Ijen is highly acidic, with a pH close to 0, and its crystal-clear waters contrast dramatically with the surrounding volcanic terrain. This active volcano is one of the most fascinating places to explore in Indonesia, offering adventurers a unique and unforgettable experience. Arches National Park, located in the state of Utah, is a true sanctuary of natural rock formations, where more than 2,000 stone arches, carved by erosion over millennia, create an otherworldly landscape. Each arch has its own shape and history, with the delicate arch being the most famous of all, a true masterpiece of nature. The vibrant colors of the rocks, which range from red to orange and gold, change with the sunlight, offering a visual spectacle that attracts photographers and nature lovers from around the world. The park is also a prime spot for stargazing, with clear and dark skies that reveal the majesty of the cosmos. Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates, is the perfect example of how human ambition can transform a desert into a breathtaking metropolis. Known for its impressive skyscrapers, such as the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, Dubai is a fascinating mix of modernity and tradition. The city is famous for its artificial islands, such as the Palm Jumeirah, which stretches elegantly across the Persian Gulf, and the World Islands Archipelago, which forms a map of the planet seen from space. Furthermore, Dubai is a hub of innovation, where architectural design meets functionality, creating a city that defies expectations and continues to surprise the world with its futuristic vision. Fjallajökull is one of Iceland's most spectacular canyons, with its impressive rock walls towering over the winding Fjallajökull River. This gorge, formed around 2 million years ago during the Ice Age, offers a dramatic, untouched landscape that seems straight out of a fairy tale. The river, which flows serenely through the canyon, has carved a series of curves and waterfalls over the millennia, creating a scene that is both wild and calming. The trail that runs along the top of the gorge provides stunning panoramic views, making this an unmissable destination for anyone who wants to connect with Iceland's exuberant nature. Mount Popa in Myanmar is an extinct volcanic formation that stands out on the horizon as a place of great spiritual importance. Known as the home of the Nats, the spirits of Burmese mythology, the mountain is crowned by an impressive monastery that appears to float above the clouds. Climbing the 777 steps to the top is both a physical and spiritual journey, rewarded by breathtaking panoramic views and the feeling of being in a sacred place. Visitors are greeted by curious monkeys along the way, which add a touch of wildlife to this mystical experience. Mount Popa is undoubtedly one of the most intriguing and spiritual sites in Myanmar. Crater Lake, located in the state of Oregon, is the deepest lake in the United States and one of the most crystal clear in the world. Formed around 7,700 years ago, after the catastrophic eruption of Mount Mazama, the lake is famous for its impressive blue color and clarity, which allows you to see up to 30 meters deep. In the center of the lake, Wizard Island, an emerging volcanic cone, adds a touch of mystery to this natural wonder. Surrounded by steep cliffs and dense forests, Crater Lake is an ideal destination for those seeking a serene retreat amid the majesty of nature, where each season offers a new perspective on its beauty. Pamukkale, Turkey, is one of the most surreal landscapes on the planet, with its stunning limestone thermal pools that appear to have been carved from white marble. Known as the Cotton Castle, Pamukkale is the result of millennia of calcium carbonate deposits that formed step terraces filled with azure blue thermal waters. This natural phenomenon is complemented by the ruins of the ancient city of Hierapolis, which rises nearby, offering a fascinating combination of history and natural beauty. Visitors can walk barefoot across the terraces, feeling the gentle warmth of the water on their feet as they take in the spectacular views that stretch to the horizon. The Moon Valley, located in the Atacama Desert in Chile, is one of the most inhospitable and, at the same time, most beautiful places on Earth. With its rock formations sculpted by wind and water over millions of years, the valley displays a landscape reminiscent of the lunar surface, hence its name. The mountains and sand dunes vary in shades of red, orange, and gold, creating a spectacle of colors that intensifies during sunset. This location is perfect for those who want to experience the true essence of the desert, where the silence is profound and the vastness seems infinite. The Valley of the Moon is one of the highlights for those exploring the natural wonders of Chile. The stone forest, located in the Yunnan province of China, is one of the most extraordinary geological formations in the world. With its limestone towers that rise vertically from the ground, this forest seems to defy the laws of nature. The stones, carved by erosion over millennia, create an intricate labyrinth where each turn reveals a new wonder. This unique setting has been recognized as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO and attracts visitors from all over the world who come to admire the majesty and mystery of this petrified landscape. Exploring the stone forest is like entering a fantasy world where nature becomes sculpture and each stone tells a story from time immemorial. The Salar de Arizaro, located in the heart of the Andean Plateau in Argentina, is a vast expanse of salt flat that stretches as far as the eye can see. This salt flat is the third largest in South America and is known for its surreal landscape, where the horizon seems to merge with the sky in an infinite white sea. In the center of this saline desert lies the Cono de Arita, a nearly perfect conical formation that emerges from the ground, creating an impressive sight that seems to defy gravity. Salar de Arizaro is a destination that offers an experience of isolation and tranquility, where the vastness and silence of nature invite reflection and introspection. The Drina River Hut in Serbia is a curious construction that defies logic and the forces of nature. Located on a rock in the middle of the Drina River, this small cabin was built by a group of friends in 1968 as a refuge for moments of rest and contemplation. Over the years, the cabin has become a symbol of resilience, withstanding floods and storms that have threatened it countless times. Today, it is a unique tourist attraction, symbolizing the harmony between the simplicity of life and the indomitable strength of nature. Visiting the Drina River Hut is a reminder that even in the harshest conditions, the human spirit can find ways to flourish. Reynisfjara is one of Iceland's most spectacular and mysterious beaches, famous for its black sands and basalt columns that rise dramatically from the waters of the North Atlantic. This beach, located near the village of Vik í Mýrdal, is a stunning example of the strength of nature, where the wild sea meets the island's unique geological formations. Reynisfjara's waves are known for their power, making the beach both beautiful and dangerous. Icelandic legends say that the basalt columns, known as Reynisdrangar, are trolls petrified by the sun, adding an element of mysticism to this already enigmatic site. Lake Retba in Senegal is known worldwide for its waters that vary from a soft pink to a more intense shade, depending on the time of year. This unique phenomenon is caused by algae that produce a red pigment, especially when salinity reaches high levels. The lake's color is more vibrant during the dry season, when the salt concentration is higher. Lake Retba is also an important salt extraction center, where local workers use traditional methods to harvest salt from the shallow waters. This surreal and colorful landscape, surrounded by sand dunes and sparse vegetation, offers a stunning view that contrasts with the blue sky and creates a unique and memorable visual experience. Fly Geyser, located in Nevada's Black Rock Desert, is a colorful spectacle of nature that is actually an accidental creation of man. Formed in 1964 after unsuccessful drilling in search of geothermal sources, the geyser continues to spout hot water rich in minerals, which accumulate in layers of vibrant colors on the rocks. The thermophilic algae that inhabit the site are responsible for these bright shades of red, green, and yellow. Although Fly Geyser is not accessible to the general public, its fascinating surreal landscape can be seen from a distance, reminding us how nature can transform even human mistakes into something extraordinary. The Benagil Cave, located on the coast of the Algarve in Portugal, is one of the most stunning natural formations in the region. This sea cave is only accessible by water, either by boat or kayak, and its stunning beauty attracts visitors from all over the world. The highlight of the cave is a natural opening in its roof through which sunlight penetrates, illuminating the emerald waters and creating an almost magical atmosphere inside the cave. The sandstone walls, sculpted by waves over the centuries, add textures and colors to the scene, making this one of the most photographed places in the Algarve. The experience of exploring this cave is a combination of adventure and contemplation, providing a moment of deep connection with Earth's natural wonders. The Hanging Monastery, also known as Xuankong Temple, is one of the most impressive architectural masterpieces in China. Situated on a cliff more than 75 meters above the ground, the temple was built more than 1,500 years ago and appears to defy the laws of gravity. Combining the traditions of Buddhism, Taoism, and Confucianism, the monastery is a remarkable example of engineering and spirituality. The wooden walkways that stretch along the cliff face offer breathtaking panoramic views, while the structure itself appears to float between heaven and earth. The Hanging Monastery is a testament to human ingenuity and the desire to seek spiritual elevation in places that seem unattainable. The White Desert, located in the Farafra Depression in Egypt, is one of the most surreal settings on the planet. This desert is known for its white limestone formations that have been sculpted by the wind over millennia, creating a landscape that seems straight out of a dream. The formations vary in size and shape, from small mounds to imposing structures that resemble mushrooms, towers, or human figures. At dusk, the desert takes on a golden hue, while at night, under the glow of the stars, the white formations seem to emit their own light. The White Desert is a place of absolute silence, where the vastness and purity of the landscape invite introspection and wonder. The Mir mine, located in eastern Siberia, Russia, is one of the largest diamond mines in the world and an impressive example of human engineering. This colossal crater, more than 525 meters deep, was excavated over decades, leaving an indelible mark on the landscape. Although the mine closed in 2001, it remains a symbol of the power of mineral exploration and the human search for riches hidden deep within the earth. The vastness of the crater is so large that it can be seen from space, and its impact on the development of the city of Mirny is undeniable. Mir represents the meeting between human ambition and the magnitude of nature. The confluence point in Geneva, Switzerland, is where the Rhône and Arve rivers meet, creating a fascinating natural spectacle. The Rhône, with its clear bluish waters, contrasts markedly with the murky brown waters of the Arve, which transports sediment from alpine glaciers. This meeting of waters forms a clear and visible line, where the two colors remain distinct for a long distance before gradually mixing. Confluence Point is a popular destination for those who want to observe this natural phenomenon and reflect on the forces of nature that shape our landscape. It is also a symbol of how different streams of life can coexist and eventually come together in harmony. Mendenhall Glacier Cave in Alaska is a natural wonder straight out of a fairy tale. These ice caves are formed by melting glacier and flowing water, creating tunnels of translucent ice that glow shades of blue and turquoise. Exploring these caves is like entering another world, where the silence is broken only by the dripping of water and the crackling of ice. However, the caves are constantly changing and can collapse at any time, making each visit a unique and temporary experience. Mendenhall Glacier Cave is a reminder of the ephemeral beauty of nature and the need to protect it. The Garden City of Brøndby in Denmark is one of the most charming and innovative urban creations in Europe. This residential complex is made up of houses organized in concentric circles, each surrounded by lush gardens and green hedges. The design was created to promote community coexistence while offering privacy to residents. Each garden is a small oasis of tranquility, where flowers, fruit trees, and vegetable gardens combine to create a serene and welcoming environment. The Garden City of Brøndby is an example of how architecture can harmonize urban space with nature, providing a healthy and balanced lifestyle. The Blue Grotto, located on the island of Capri, Italy, is one of the most famous sea caves in the world, known for its dazzling light effect. The cave has a narrow opening, accessible only by small boats, and when the sun shines outside, the light penetrates the water and reflects off the cave walls, creating an intense blue glow that illuminates the entire interior. This almost mystical experience of floating in waters illuminated by an ethereal light attracts visitors from all over the world. The Blue Grotto is a natural jewel that combines the beauty of the Mediterranean with the magic of light, offering an unforgettable experience of connection with nature. The Three Drangaviti Lighthouse, located on an isolated rock in the North Atlantic, is a stunning example of engineering and human resilience. Built in 1939, this lighthouse serves as a solitary guide for ships navigating Iceland's treacherous waters. Access to the lighthouse is extremely difficult, done by helicopter or boat in favorable weather conditions, which only increases the mystique and respect for this structure. The lighthouse stands as a symbol of protection and perseverance, offering a solitary but powerful glimpse into the interaction between man and nature. Three Drangaviti is more than a lighthouse. It is a monument to human courage and determination in the face of the forces of nature. The annual migration of crabs in Cuba is a natural spectacle that transforms the coastal landscape into a veritable sea of life in motion. Millions of crabs leave the forest to make their journey to the ocean, where they lay their eggs, repeating a cycle that has existed for millennia. The phenomenon is so intense that the roads are covered in crabs, creating a challenge for both drivers and the crustaceans themselves. Migration is a dance synchronized with the tides and seasons, reminding us of the interconnectedness between land and sea. This epic journey of the crabs is a testament to the strength of natural instincts and the persistence of the species in continuing its lineage. Songgaksan, a volcanic cone situated on Jeju Island, South Korea, is a natural wonder that offers spectacular views and a rich tapestry of history and mythology. This extinct volcano, which rises gently above the horizon, is surrounded by trails that wind through solidified lava fields and stunning coastal scenery. The steep cliffs and sea caves add an element of mystery to the place, while local legends tell of spirits and warriors who inhabited the area. Songgaksan is a place where nature and culture meet, offering visitors an immersive experience in South Korea's traditions and natural beauty. Duenda Valley State Park, located in the state of Utah, is a destination that seems straight out of a fairy tale. Its unique rock formations, known as hoodoos, resemble fantastical figures and towers sculpted by wind and water over millions of years. The park offers a surreal setting where imagination can run wild, creating stories and legends from the peculiar shapes of the rocks. The trails that wind through the park allow visitors to get lost in a stone labyrinth where every turn reveals a new surprise. Goblin Valley is a place where Earth displays its natural creativity, challenging perceptions and inviting exploration. The Siwa Oasis, hidden in the vastness of the Sahara Desert, is a refuge of freshness and life amidst extreme aridity. This oasis is famous for its crystal-clear springs, palm trees and olive trees that have provided shade and sustenance to locals for thousands of years. The ancient ruins that dot Siwa's landscape tell stories of past civilizations and oracles that attracted pilgrims from distant lands. Today, Siwa continues to be a place of peace and contemplation, where visitors can dive into its saline waters and feel the serenity that emanates from this isolated environment protected by the dunes. Siwa Oasis is a reminder that even in the most inhospitable places, life finds a way to flourish. Nick Glacier in Alaska is a vast and powerful mass of ice that stretches across the Chugach Mountains, creating a landscape of wild, untamed beauty. This glacier feeds the Nick River, which winds through deep valleys and empties into a stunning confluence with the Eklutna River. The river's murky, sediment-laden waters contrast with the pure white immensity of the glacier, forming a natural spectacle that attracts adventurers and photographers looking to capture the grandeur of the landscape. Exploring Nick Glacier is an experience that connects visitors to the primal strength of the earth, offering a glimpse of the eternal dance between ice and rock, shaped over millennia. The Jigokudani Monkey Park, located in the Japanese Alps, is famous for the snow monkeys that, in a unique behavior, bathe in the natural hot springs during the harsh winters. This park offers an enchanting view of wildlife in harmony with the environment, where monkeys, also known as Japanese macaques, relax in the hot springs surrounded by snow, creating an iconic image that attracts visitors from all over the world. In addition to being a refuge for monkeys, Jigokudani is a place where nature shows its kindest and most surprising face, allowing an intimate and respectful connection between humans and animals. Visiting this park is a rare opportunity to witness animal behavior, so up close and yet so serene. Lake Natron, located in northern Tanzania, is one of the most inhospitable and fascinating lakes in the world. Its waters are highly alkaline, with a pH so high that most life forms cannot survive there. However, for lesser flamingos, the lake is a vital sanctuary where they breed and feed. The blood-red hue of the lake's waters, caused by specific microorganisms that thrive in extreme conditions, creates an otherworldly landscape. Lake Natron is an example of nature's ability to adapt and create life in even the most extreme environments, challenging our notions of where life can thrive. Moraine Lake, located in Banff National Park in the Canadian Rockies, is one of the most iconic and photographed lakes in the world. Its deep turquoise waters, fed by melting glaciers, reflect the surrounding majestic mountains, creating a vision that seems straight out of a dream. The tranquility of the lake and the purity of the alpine air make this place a refuge for those seeking peace and connection with nature. Walking the trails around Moraine Lake offers the opportunity to absorb the grandeur of the landscape, while the lake itself, with its almost unreal beauty, invites contemplation and respect for nature. Kazakhstan's nuclear craters are a grim and powerful reminder of the nuclear tests carried out during the Cold War era. Located in the Semipalatinsk polygon, these craters were formed by underground nuclear explosions, and some of them filled with water over time, creating serene lakes that hide a devastating past. Although the area is highly radioactive and dangerous to humans, nature has slowly begun to reclaim the land, with vegetation growing on the crater rims. Nuclear craters are a testament to nature's resilience and a reminder of human responsibility in dealing with the consequences of our actions. Along this journey through the most surreal places in the world, we explore the wonders that seem to have come out of a fiction story, but are actually part of our incredible planet. Now, it's up to you to reflect. Which of these wonders arouses your curiosity? What can you do to bring more of this magic into your everyday life? Remember, discovery doesn't have to end here. How about committing to explore more of the world around you, even if it's through a canvas? And more importantly, what about applying what you have learned? After all, knowledge without action is like a map with no destination. If you want to continue unlocking the secrets of our planet, be sure to subscribe to the channel and activate notifications, so you will always be one step ahead, exploring the nations and their curiosities, one discovery at a time. Teste. Hey explorers, if you love discovering the amazing curiosities and stories we share here on Exploring Nations, how about supporting the channel with just $1? This small gesture can make a big difference and is essential to keep this content going. Without your support, our journey might be cut short. And there's more. When you shop on Amazon, use our special link. It costs you nothing extra, plus you get an exclusive discount and it helps us out a lot. The links for donations and Amazon are pinned in the first comment. Don't let this adventure stop, we're counting on you. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like, and drop us a comment.